You're watching a bald worm video mini guide.
So you've read through the comprehension passage, but how exactly do you go about answering the questions? Well, there's one very simple acronym that you need to remember.
We got a P-E-E-E over the page. We got a P-E-E-E over the page. We got a P-E-E-E over the page.
That's right, you give a point, provide some evidence, and then explain the evidence. To understand how to P, let's look at an example.
When Peter Fortune was 10 years old, grown-up people sometimes used to tell him he was a difficult child. He never understood what they meant. He didn't feel difficult at all.
So question 1 says, how old was Peter Fortune? The point I'm trying to make is the answer, which is, of course, Peter Fortune was 10 years old. Simple. Evidence is how you prove your answers. Question 2 asks, was Peter Fortune an easy child to live with? So I'd go back to the passage and find out the answer. Well, in this case, I found it. It's pretty simple. Peter Fortune was not an easy child to live with. But there's more. The grumpy examiner's much more likely to give me the marks if I show how I know the answer. So I copy down the line from the passage which told me the answer. In this case, people sometimes used to tell him he was a difficult child. There's one more thing to do, and that's put the lines I took it from into my answer. In this case, lines 3 and 4. When I write down the lines, I put it in brackets, just like this.
Sheep, line, sheep. Sheep, line, sheep. Sheep, line, sheep. Sheep, line, sheep.
If you really want to be sure of all the marks, try explaining why you picked the quote. In this case, Peter clearly annoys the adults, but he doesn't know why. So when your teacher asks you to P, it's as simple as that. Give the answer, the point, some evidence, a quote from the passage, and explain it. Another way to remember is answer, quote, comment, or AQC. But that's not as funny as saying P. Let's recap. You've annotated the passage and you're ready to start answering the questions. What you must remember to do when you give your answer is copy down some of the passage that told you the answer, put in brackets what line it came from, and then explain it. Explain the quote. Give a point, give evidence, and explain the evidence. Answer, a quote, and a comment. Learn more at baldworm.co.uk.